Hi folks, today I'm gonna make some dark and moody photography, and the gear that I'm using is a Sony A7III, Sony 85mm 1.8, and for flash I have the Godox AD200Pro together with the Godox 36-inch softbox. Now I'm gonna set up everything. I'll show you the settings in camera and how we communicate with the flash to get the right vibe for dark and moody style. Let's go into the camera and put in some settings. The first thing we want to do is to set the ambient light before we activate the flash. We want the flash to be the main light and the background as black as possible for that to happen. So if we go to ISO first, we're going to put that to around 100. So you see there, if I go up on the ISO, we lit up the back wall there, but that's what we don't want to do. We want to create a dark background as possible, dark as possible, and within the setting parameters that we need. So ISO 100, the f-stop, we're gonna go between 5.6 and 8. The higher you go, the crisper, the sharper the subject that you take photo of is gonna be. So I'm gonna start out at f8 to be sure or hopefully get as sharp as possible pictures. The shutter is 250. That's the native shutter speed, flash shutter speed. And if we want higher, I need to activate the high sync speed on the flash, and it's automatic on A7III. So then I can go further up to 8,000. 1/8000. So we're gonna start out there, activate the flash. So now I can also do like this, take the live view display off so I can see the background. If I then do activate display, then this is how my camera looks now without any light. So this is okay to make the photographer or me look at the subject that I'm composing in the frame. So the next thing is to go up there and activate the trigger to the flash over there. The first thing I do then is to go over to the flash and activate that. I don't have to do anything more over at the flash because the trigger sends all the signals to the flash over there. Then we're gonna put on the trigger. Take a look here. Maybe that's not so good. I don't think you see anything. Let's see if I can turn down the ISO so we can actually focus here. Let's see. Think you guys see now? Okay, that's good. Okay, so this is the trigger. This trigger sends the signal to the flash over there, the strength that we are going to use. So we have the basic settings down in the camera, and now we're gonna set the flash power to light up the face and get that dark and moody style that you like. It's a timer, so the light in the display goes off very quickly. But as you can see here, I'm in manual mode. If I do like this, this is TTL. That's the camera and the flash decides the strength of the light. So that can be like a nice starting point when you start doing flash. I'm new to flash as well, but I like it difficult, so I went straight into manual and have learned how that works. Very easy. I recommend to go straight for manual even in camera if you're new. Just start out there, make mistakes and learn as you go. So the higher the number here, you can see up there, the weaker the power of the flash, and the lower you go, the more power you get out of your flash. But if you shoot like 1:1, that's the high power, the battery drains out quickly, or not quickly for this one, because it's actually 500 flashes on a full battery. But if you go weaker on the strength, it stays even longer full of power. So if we start out somewhere here at 132 and see how it goes, and then adjust accordingly. I have an app called Sony Imaging Edge that I can connect to my Sony A7 III, but to be honest, that app really sucks when it comes to autofocusing for the Sony A7 III camera. I've done a lot of research, some settings in the camera, and I found an app that actually works. I've been using that for a while now, and it's amazing if you compare it to the Imaging Edge app. I'm gonna make a video about that app and the settings later on, but first we connect, do some test shots, and find the correct vibe for the dark and moody shots. So as you can see, this is what it's all about when you are doing self-photography. It's not easy, it's a lot of running back and forth. It would be easy if I had a model, then I could focus more on the photography part and explaining more in detail what I did. But maybe another time, maybe someone, you, that are watching nearby, maybe wants to take some photos, contact me, I'm happy to do it. It's just fun. We're going to take a look at some of the photos I've taken. It's all about being creative, making mistakes, planting a seed in one photo, building on it, and then hopefully in the end you find a photo that you're satisfied with. And for me, I often go into Photoshop and try to make some artistic look at it as well. So let's go in, see the edited and unedited version of my photos. I'm also going to throw in a couple of photos that I've been taking the other day. That was my first photo shoot with this setup. I'm new to flash photography, so I hope you enjoy the video. My name is Chris, and subscribe if you want to. It's too much to say.